Welcome to Go Lesson 16, Methods. Methods are functions attached to types. They give your type's behavior. In this lesson, you will learn to define methods, use value and pointer receivers, and understand when to use each. Methods are what make Go feel object-oriented, even without classes. Let's start with method basics. A method is a function with a special receiver argument. The receiver appears between the func keyword and the method name. First, we define a rectangle struct with width and height fields. Here is a method called area. The receiver rectangle says this method belongs to rectangle. Inside the method, we can access the receiver's fields using dot notation. We can define multiple methods on the same type. This describe method returns a formatted string describing the rectangle. To call a method, use dot notation on an instance. rect.area calls the area method on rect. Each instance maintains its own data. The same methods work on different instances. Notice how methods make the code more readable. The behavior is tied to the data. Now let's understand when to use value versus pointer receivers. Value receivers get a copy of the data. Pointer receivers can modify the original. This is the most important concept for methods in Go. We have a person struct with name and age fields. Value receivers are perfect for methods that only read data. Greet and isAdult both use value receivers because they do not modify the struct. Pointer receivers are needed when you want to modify the struct. Notice the asterisk before person. This is a pointer receiver. Have birthday increments age, and rename changes the name. When calling value receiver methods, the struct is read but not changed. Pointer receiver methods can modify the struct. The birthday method increases age. The rename method also uses a pointer receiver to change the name field. These guidelines will help you choose the right receiver type. Use pointer receivers to modify, value receivers to read. Let's see a practical example showing why pointer receivers matter. A common mistake is using value receivers when you need to modify data. This example demonstrates the difference. We have a counter struct with a value and name. Display uses a value receiver. It only reads, so this is correct. Increment wrong also uses a value receiver. This is a bug. The value receiver gets a copy, so the increment only affects the copy. Increment uses a pointer receiver. It modifies the original struct. Add and reset also use pointer receivers since they modify value. Calling increment wrong 3 times still leaves the value at 0. With the pointer receiver increment, the value correctly increases to 3. Add and reset work as expected because they use pointer receivers. Finally, let's add methods to custom types, not just structs. You can define methods on any type you create, including those based on built-in types. This makes your types more powerful and expressive. Here we create Celsius and Fahrenheit types based on float 64. Each type can convert to the other. The methods encapsulate the conversion formulas. The string method is special. Go calls it automatically when printing. This is similar to toString in other languages. You can also add methods to string-based types. Shout converts to uppercase and adds an exclamation mark. Methods on slice types are very useful. This sum method adds all elements. The temperature types convert between Celsius and Fahrenheit elegantly. MyString adds behavior to plain strings. IntSlice gains a sum method, making the code more readable. Let's recap methods in Go. Methods attach functions to types. The receiver comes before the method name. Use value receivers for reading, pointer receivers for modifying. You can add methods to any custom type, not just structs. Thanks for watching. In the next lesson, we explore interfaces, which define behavior contracts. Like and subscribe to continue your Go journey.